Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Skal Plays Minecraft. In today's episode, we're going to be doing some stuff and things. In this case, stuff and things means working on the Axis Silverburst Engine once again. We will get to building the iron farm next time, I promise. It's on the agenda. I'm going to build the iron farm. We already designed it. I'm going to build it, I swear. But before we get to building the iron farm, I do want to finish off this machine and actually use this machine for the first time. So in order to make use of the Axis Silverburst Engine, I need a couple of things. First of all, we need some infested potions. We also need some wind-charged potions. And we also need some firework rockets that are going to be able to damage the silverfish that get created by the infested potions. I also want to bring up that same application that we used last time as well, Unmined, so that we can have a look and see how much of the world actually gets loaded by us using this thing. There are quite a number of things that could go wrong with me doing this. Like, we could just slam into the side of a mountain and die. So I'm quite interested to see how it goes. You know, it's so weird. I don't think I've ever actually crafted firework rockets that were intended to, you know, not just be for elytra usage before. So how do you do this? Is it like dye and gunpowder? Yeah, so firework star, and then you gotta put paper on it? No, and you still need more gunpowder. Alright, so you only get flight duration 1 even though you've used double the amount of gunpowder. But at least now it makes a white explosion. Okay, that's weird. I've never actually crafted these before. I kind of want to just see it. Woo, pretty! So yeah, that tiny explosion generated by these new firework star-based rockets is going to allow them to do a very small amount of damage, which is the perfect amount to kill all of the silverfish generated by the engine. Alright, so the infested potions are good to go. I'm going to start torturing the allies now, so that I don't forget. I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry. I'll make an off switch for it later, I swear. Yeah. I also really need an off switch for that because, like, you can hear them from just here. I just feel bad for them. Anyway, alright, so we need to also activate this. So they're going to be now filtering through that fence gate. This is the direction we're going to be going in. You can tell by the water stream there. So I can load up this dispenser here with the firework rockets. And then the wind charge potions in this chest up here, which puts them into that dispenser. And I think we should be good to go. So as I said before, there is a small chance that we could just smash into a mountain. But, you know, thinking back to it now, I actually designed this thing so that we drop with a slightly, like, up-looking direction. So I'm pretty sure we're just going to accelerate to a ridiculously high speed and then go, you know, super far upwards because of elytra mechanics. So I think we should be alright. We can probably give this a go now. So I'm just having a look at Unmined here, and I've realized that in the northern direction, we've actually already traveled about minus 15,000 blocks on that coordinate. So we might not get much further than where we've already seen. I mean, granted, it would have taken me a very long time to travel this distance by foot and by boat, so it's going to be a lot easier, a lot more convenient. But maybe at some point in the future we can explore the idea of using the infested potion twice. I don't know how that will work. Is it going to be like double the distance, 150% of the distance? I don't really know how the wind charge potions work with like that many entities. I don't think the game knows how wind charge potions work with that many entities. But either way, I've got this open now. We're going to give it a go, see how much more of the world we load, if we do load any more of the world. Alright, the silverfish have stopped coming, which I believe means that we're ready to go. So, first test in survival, let's fucking do it. Okay. I didn't know if it was going to work or not. I felt like it was really delayed, but it's working. It's fucking working. Oh my god. Oh my god, I am at... What the fuck? Okay, maybe I miscalculated this because I am at Y 13,000? What? I mean, in a way, this is great because it means I can just keep using that height to just fly for ages, right? Which I'm going to do, but I'm at Y 13,000. What? I didn't expect this. I didn't think that was going to happen, to be honest with you. I mean, this is great because even though we got to Z minus 8,000, you know, I can just use the height to just keep going. So I guess that's not that bad. Maybe we need to fine-tune the facing direction because, yeah, I mean, I've basically just wasted all of the potential of the machine to go vertically, and there is no good reason to go this high up in Minecraft. I've never been this high up in Minecraft, I don't think. Alright, well, we have now surpassed minus 15,000 on the Z-axis. I think the game's struggling. I don't know why my coordinates hub just died for a second there. But we're still at Y 12,000, so I don't know. I mean, I think this was a great test, and it's clearly going to work, but look how much the game is freezing right now. It's having to load the world, which is 12,000 blocks beneath us. We can't even see it. So I think it might be worth just, like, dropping out the sky and figuring out what to do now. I'm going to get my elytra off. Oh, no. I'm getting deja vu. All right, so I'm just going to keep the F3 menu open because I don't want to die. I mean, we could just go straight down for a while and it's not going to matter because we are still at 11,000 on the y-axis. That is so dumb. Can you please recognize that I'm not wearing an elytra now, game? That would be nice. It's going to take a while to get to the... Oh, okay. Right, can I... Well, now I'm actually falling at a very good speed, so that helps. I believe my falling speed is just going to keep increasing if I know the game's logic well enough. So now we can just wait. This is a weird thing to see in survival Minecraft, isn't it? So welcome back to Skal Plays Minecraft. Today we're just in the void. Still at 8,000 blocks on the y-axis. I think my coordinates hub is actually working now, so I can stop doing that. So yeah. So thanks for watching the glass video recently. That was sick. 85,000 people have watched my silly little video about glass, which is so cool. So welcome to all the new subscribers. I believe people actually also found this series as a result of coming to the channel. So this series is now doing well. So thanks, guys. It's really sick, honestly. I'm really enjoying doing YouTube at the moment, so I'm going to keep this up. Don't you worry about it. So I'm hoping that we're going to actually see the world at some point soon, but we're still 4,000 blocks up. There's my beautiful HD sun. And my beautiful default moon. I'm really hoping the world doesn't just like load and rush into my face as soon as it's there, because I mean, we're falling very quickly right now. We've just fallen like 10,000 blocks out of the sky. So we should probably start flying. We're at like 1,500. Come on, show me something. Just show me some world. Show me some block. Show me any amount of Minecraft other than just the skybox. Come on. Okay, that's like 600. Ah, fuck. Okay, there it is. Okay, well, at least we can see the world. That's good. That's good. Oh, you can see where it's loaded behind us. Mad. Okay. It's also worth noting, I knew this would come up today at some point in this video, but unfortunately, Polytone's broken right now. The light maps don't actually work in this version of Minecraft, so still waiting on that. Look at them! Oh, I haven't seen those before. Nice. Oh, this was worth it. Hell yeah. Yeah, so Polytone's a bit broken right now. Light maps don't work. I think that Minecraft is planning on changing the entire lighting system at some point soon. It's like vibrant visuals, I believe. So yeah, they've basically just scrapped a bunch of how all the current lighting systems work. So light maps, as they've existed in Polytone and Optifine for so long now, just don't work anymore. They just kind of don't really make any sense. Oh, and leaf litter! Ooh! Ooh! Might have to grab some of this stuff before we go. Oh, bushes! Oh! New shit. Love new shit. So I've just been to edit that segment, and on top of it being extremely laggy because my game was just not having a good time, I realized I forgot to put my blue shulker box back in my ender chest. Usually I have a blue shulker box sits right here, and it has all of my equipment in it. And we only have 7 fucking fireworks left. And it's raining. Fuck! So I don't know how we're going to get back. I'm a little bit... I mean, we can just walk, to be fair. I'll probably just walk, right? Can I actually pick up the leaf litter with just silk touch? I can. Okay. Pretty sure you can just bone meal this. So I think that's it now. We just have leaf litter. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, what? A load? What? I mean, I know they made the recipe for these cheaper, but like, you could just find them in a portal chest now? That's pretty sweet. Wow, that's not what I expected. That's not what I expected at all. But I guess that kind of makes sense. We were so high up, it just didn't even load anything beneath us while we were traveling here. This is the only bit of world that got loaded. We definitely need to sort out the facing direction, and then this is going to work really well, I think. And I've successfully made it back to base. So while I was actually on that trip, I ended up finding some gunpowder in a temple and then some sugarcane. So I just made a bunch of rockets and flew back here. So it wasn't really that big of a deal, to be honest with you. But now I can get back my good flight duration 3 rockets, so they're pretty nice. We are running a bit low on those, though. Only 1 stack left in the rockets box. You know, I didn't actually mind the flight duration 1 rockets on the way back here. They weren't as bad as I thought they would be. I'm thinking next time I might make flight duration 2s and fill the box up with those instead, because they kind of give you a little bit more control. We're not really bothered about the cost of gunpowder. I mean, gunpowder is something we have tons of. But yeah, it might just be an interesting thing to try out a slightly different style. Right, so with the machine, we do need to make some changes. I need to move those target blocks down for sure.
Meow.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Please be chill. I'm so sorry. Don't tell them, but they're going to be doing that again very shortly. So I'm going to try moving the target block just one block down and then see what kind of a difference that makes. I was watching that footage from before again just now, and I do think that actually when I came out of the tunnel, I actually looked up ever so slightly, which shouldn't have really made that much of a difference, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll make a difference now. We'll see. So with the target block slightly lower, I'm actually going to be facing pretty much directly forwards. Yeah, so I'm just going to be looking directly forwards when we launch out of this thing. So now the whole hit a mountain prospect is looking more likely, because we aren't that high up right now. I mean, Y185 is pretty high, but mountains can get pretty high too, so I guess we'll find out. I have to turn the machine back on now. Sorry, guys. It's suffering time again. Okay, so we have a slight issue. For one thing, some of the silverfish are actually dying when they fall onto the fence gate here, which I did not expect. We can probably fix that by putting some powdered snow at the top, which I will almost definitely be doing today, just to fix that issue of them taking a little bit of extra fall damage. But also, I forgot about this issue of the wind charges affecting the levers down there, and now we have silverfish funneling both into this side of the machine and also that side of the machine there. Which means they're being split in half, which is useless to us for testing. And also, I haven't even loaded up the dispensers and chests on these sides either anyway, so this was a bit of a waste of time. I think what I'm going to do is just like switch this over and then run it again afterwards, and we'll see how that goes. So, closed, open. Let me just check, is that right now? Yeah, okay. I really just can't stand to listen to these guys suffer, so I'm turning the machine off first this time. There are a lot of fucking silverfish in this chamber now. The game was starting to get a bit laggy and very noisy, so I had to kill the other 2 chambers worth of silverfish manually. I could actually add a button that just triggers those dispensers if we ever need to do that again in the future. But yeah, right now we're looking at 670 silverfish in this chamber. So we're probably going to go quite a bit further than we did last time. Yeah, let's fucking do it, shall we? So there's the target block aimed at, right in the center. Let's go. Okay, I should have probably expected that, right? I mean, Okay, things worth noting. First of all, we managed to fall all the way to Y122, so that's very important. We did, however, travel to like Z2800, and that was instant. That was like 1 frame. I'm going to have to go back and just look at that again to see how many frames that was, but that was instantaneous. I keep thinking the machine isn't working, and it works too fucking well. Oh, where's my blue? It's still at the... Oh... So I'm pretty sure I know, like, roughly where I died. So I should be able to just kind of boat over there, climb up the mountain, and find my stuff. But we're really going to have to find some new solution to this. I think maybe having the target block be raised ever so slightly is actually the best idea. Obviously, we dropped quite a bit further than I was expecting in a very short space of time there. So it's probably going to be better if we are facing ever so slightly upwards. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is move the target block back up to its previous height, but move it considerably further away from the machine. And that's going to mean that we have like a slightly different angle with which we're taking off from. So with that in mind, we should be able to get some decent distance and not go up to like Y13,000 at the same time as well. So had a bit of a run-in with a skeleton there. I should be okay. I think my stuff is around here somewhere. Just from, like, recognizing the terrain, honestly. but I don't know where the grave is. We are using that graves data pack from Vanilla Tweaks, which is very cool, but it does sometimes have a weird habit of spawning the grave at like Y0 for some reason. Oh, it's right there. Okay, it's right there. Good shit. Okay, I got my stuff. Oh, that's interesting. Bad chroma. Bad chroma. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Okay, first order of business. This shulker box that has like my everything inside of it. Put it back in here. There we go. Good. Alright, so it was previously like here. That's where the block was beforehand. What I'm going to do instead, how far away are we from this block right now? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks away. I'm going to double that, and then we should be like exactly halfway in between the angle that we had just now and with the first test. I think that makes sense anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Counting with Excalibur. Okay, and there's the target block. I'm going to leave the dirt there for now, just in case I want to edit this more. But yeah, so that's looking much better. So now we're not looking directly forwards. We're not looking really far upwards. We're just looking at like a decent angle forwards like that. All right. Okay, it's time to start the machine again. So once again, we are ready to go. I did make a little bit of a mistake with this time. The piston thing was still happening, so obviously the pistons were all kind of like messed up. But I forgot to even turn this on, so the silverfish were all just dying here for like a good 30 seconds. So there are slightly less silverfish this time than there have been previously. There's currently... I mean, there's still 400 fucking silverfish in there, so I think we're going to be fine. So once again, let's look at the target block. Line it up with the center like so. And here we go. I'm probably just going to die again, aren't I? Let's find out. Oh, we're good. We're good. I think we're going to be good. Okay, the game is not having a good time. The recording is probably also not having a good time. But from what I can see... Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay, well, we're slightly better off. I mean... This time we've hit minus 12,000 and we're only at 6,000 on the Y, but it's an improvement. Well, the good news is I didn't have the weird elytra problem this time. I can actually just freely take my elytra off and on, and it's not an issue. I've actually been already flying back towards the southern direction, just, you know, to make use of the height that we have right now. So I'm really thinking that maybe the best way to do this, given that the first test took us to 13,000 on the Y, and this one took us to 6,000, is just to move the target block even further away again, to make that angle just a little bit lower down. We could try and experiment with looking at different levels of the target block, like if we look at the certain rings on the target block to figure out like how far upwards are we going to go, but ideally I would like this to be that we only get to at very most Y1000 when we use this machine, because it takes ages to fall down again. I mean, the height is beneficial because we can use it to travel crazy distances, but I don't want to be going to Y6000 every time I use this machine. That's so unnecessary. So once again, I think I'm going to do just something very similar. How do I catch this? Oh, fuck. Please go upwards. Upwards? Okay, whatever. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I kind of forgot about this fun issue that we have with the machine. I mean, it's not really an issue, but it is fun. When I'm stood on that platform up there, the spawning radius of mobs is like perfectly encompassing this really tiny area directly below. So you just get fucking tons of mobs spawning here, like all in one tiny spot. It looks so weird. Where, it's there, I got it. Come here. Get out. Okay, we're good. Okay, there it is. Right, so now with the target block at considerably further away than we were before, if I stand directly above this pod and look at the target block there... Okay, so that's very nearly looking straight on, right? So this should be fine. Okay, we know how this goes by now, so we've got all the silverfish loaded up. I'm going to look at the target block, and let's do it. Okay, so I think the coordinates hub data pack has just completely failed. Oh, okay, well, I mean, it's slightly better again. We're at like, what, like 5,000 on the Y, I guess. I mean, this isn't too bad. We've managed to gain so much distance on the Z-axis that it's kind of okay. Oh yeah, there's the coordinates hub. it's caught up. All right. I'm gonna immediately turn around because I know just how long it takes to actually get home now. All right, last test for today. You know how this goes now. All we have to do is look at the arrow. Okay, well, I'm trying a different method now because we clearly need a much smaller angle than the one we previously had. So this would be the equivalent of looking straight forward, and this would be the equivalent of about 0.7 degrees. Let's see how that goes, shall we? I'm going to eat up first. Yeah, because eating a golden carrot's going to stop me from face planting a mountain. Yeah. Okay. I didn't die, so that's something. Okay, it's not looking too bad, actually, you know? That's 1,000 blocks. And we can, like, level it out before we reach that point. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that's it. That's the one. We've got the one. Fantastic. Now, we did have to straighten out the look angle afterwards. But given how slowly it's going up, we have a realistic amount of time to do it. And I did say, didn't I, 1,000 blocks on the Y would be ideal. Let's fly down and see what the world is looking like beneath us, because 18,000 blocks is looking like a very nice distance to go. I gotta be a little bit careful here, because I don't think the world is going to load, but it should be there right now. I should be able to see it, but I can't, because there could be terrain like right here, and I wouldn't know. So it's a little bit concerning. Hopefully in the future, if we've loaded more of this terrain in advance, then this machine's going to work much more nicely. But you see, we're at Y200 right now, which is a reasonable height for some mountains. So we should start finding the ground relatively soon. Unfortunately, this might... Yeah, this... Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Well, that worked. I mean, this is the furthest we've traveled yet. I now have 18,000 blocks to travel home. But that was pretty good. That was the best test so far, right? So the arrow is gonna do nicely for us. Oh, okay. Apparently switching F5. Oh no, it's saving. Okay, that's fair. This world is getting quite big, so the saving process can be really bad, especially while I'm recording as well. Okay, there we go. I have no idea if it's going to be super laggy now, because it tends to do that. So I'm going to stop recording and start making my way home. So I've just made my way back from the very far north. Unfortunately, I had to use like an entire stack of firework rockets just to get back here. I mean, look at where we are on the Z-axis now. We're at like 3,000. So we actually managed to travel about 21,000 blocks in that direction. That's fucking awesome. I'm so happy with this machine. It was such a good idea. Only problem is we can't really do any more tests now because we have run out of infested potions. But rather than brew them manually, why not just come up with something better? So, I cannot design redstone machines very well. That's about the height of my capabilities right now. The height of my capabilities? So, this is a machine by RexxStones. It's an automatic potion brewer, which I have set up here for the potions that we need. I believe it's doing some stuff right now. Yeah, so we have awkward potions becoming infested potions. And this is full, actually. So, is it going to... Oh, is it going to fill up this as well? I don't know how this works. I'm interested to see, yeah. But yeah, so I've got one here for infested potions, and we're going to set up the other one for the wind charge potions. So the way this works is we have 3 droppers here with all the ingredients that we'd need. You can see it firing off there. You can actually extend this and have 1, 2, and even 3 additional droppers at the back in order to make things like lingering potions for tipped arrows, although tipped arrows are pretty much pointless in my opinion, so we will not be doing that. But of course you can just remove the droppers and replace them with solid blocks for more simple potions like the ones we're making here. Each time the machine fires, it spits out one of these items from these droppers into the hopper chain, and they line up like a queue in this chest right here. And then eventually what happens is they filter down into the brewing stand and you get yourself some potions. So yeah, it looks like it is actually going to fill up now. I'm interested to see what happens now. So we're going to get infested, yeah, and then they're going to become splash. So this is full. This has 3 in it. Is there going to be like 1 in here? I think this hopper gets locked though. No, oh, that one gets locked. I'm not sure. Okay, I guess it just goes in there. So if there's 1 potion in this hopper, then it stops. So that one's working pretty well, so I'm going to set up the other side of the machine. In order to make sure this thing works properly, we've got to first of all fill this dispenser completely with bottles. If they were stacked up as 3 stacks of 64, it would not work. Dispensers are, kind of odd in the fact that if they're full, they just spit out an item that they create. So, if this had empty slots in it, the water bottles would just get stuck in here. Oh, hello. Do you have anything good to trade? Do you ever have anything good to trade? Then again, Firefly... I've already seen Firefly Bush is my guy. Although you do come with 2 free leads. I could use some extra leads. Okay, go on then, yeah. Thanks for the leads, buddy. It was good shit. I'll give you the leather back. Alright, so in order to get this machine working, what we have to do is first of all place one of the very first ingredients in this chest up here, or I guess just directly in the brewing stand would have also been fine. And then we have to load up each of the ingredients in the top. So the first dropper should have the second ingredient, and then the third, and then the final ingredient at the back. So we're basically kind of like one ingredient ahead all the time, and these get backed up. How much netherwood? Okay, we actually still have a decent amount in these. That's fine. I will fill these up loads more in the future so we can just sort of forget about it for like probably a year. But yeah, so we're going to get this working now. So now that there is something in the machine for it to actually work with, we can get it switched on, which I believe is as simple as turning this off. Yeah? Is that right? And now it's working. Yeah, sweet. Okay. Nice. So with the machine making these potions automatically, all we have to do now is transfer them from here to here, which is quite easily done. There's already a system in place for when I remove this. It should actually just place down a new shulker box. Yeah, nice. That's so good. I've only got a couple in there for now, and it's going to start brewing again straight away. Are they going to? Yeah, so there's 6 more in there, and it's going to just keep going. Sweet. This is great. I'm really happy with this. You know what I think I might do? I might actually leave a tip on that guy's tutorial video, because he did say in the video, he was like, hey, you know, leave a tip. These videos take a while to make, and if they're helpful, leave a tip. As a bartender, I understand how valuable that is, so yeah, I'm going to leave a tip. Right, so, dispenser. I'm thinking we have a hopper on the side, and then just put shulker box there, and then, yeah, easily done. So we'll still have to come up here occasionally to just simply change out the infested potions. Maybe we can even have a system that like counts how many times we've activated the machine from down here and then puts a bulb on to say you need to go change the shulker box now. Like that's something that we could potentially do in the future. And I'm already thinking about how that would work. We'd have it be that a dispenser would fire an item into a powered hopper, and then when that hopper reaches a certain point, using a comparator, we'd like activate the hopper again so it can feed back into the dropper, and then switch the light on to say change the shulker box. That's an idea. We could do that. But for now, I mean, this works absolutely fine. The only thing I'm thinking of, I did put the glass up here in order to stop silverfish from spawning up there, so I don't know if that's going to work. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to get the machine ready for its first test in the east direction, and then we'll see if the silverfish spawning is interrupted by that shulker box and hopper being there. I don't think it should be, but it's worth testing, right? And in the time it's taken me to do all of this, the wind charge shulker box is just also full, so that's awesome. So yeah, so now what we can do is load up the machine using the new empty hoppers that I've got placed over there. Previously there was just a double chest here, but given that we're going for this like refillable shulker box system, I figured it'd be easier to just have a hopper here, and then I can just place down the shulker box on top, just like that. So yeah, now we got wind charge potions going into this dispenser, which is now full. This would be a much easier system to check for, because we can just have a comparator like here that just like checks how full this shulker box is, and then again like has a bulb to display, is it full, is it empty. I want to make this thing as usable as possible. I want to account for every potential thing that it can, you know, need interacting for. And then we should be good to go. So we have wind charge potions, we have infested potions, and the pistons are in the right place. I'm going to activate the fence gate, and we're going to see how this thing goes. I don't have a flint and steel. Please. Oh. Where is it? Oh, it's okay. It's just down there. It's not loaded, but it is down there. All right. Sorry, you lovelies. Yeah. Anyway. Right. Is it going to be fine? You know what? I think it's fine. A couple of dead silverfish here and there is not going to ruin the experience for us too much. I mean, we're still getting like hundreds of silverfish in this tiny space right now. So I think this is still going to work. But anyway, that's all from me for today. I hope you enjoyed episode 4 of Skal Plays Minecraft. In the next episode, we'll travel to the east, see what we can find over in that direction, because it's somewhere I haven't actually explored before. And we're also going to start working on that iron farm that I've talked about so much and planned in the second episode. So until then, I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you for some more Skal Plays Minecraft. Take care. Bye-bye.